Hi there everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Cisonspace and welcome if you are new here. So in this video I'm going to talk about how you end up in survival mode. Do you constantly have tension in your body? Do you think about the negative stuffs more than the positive stuff in your thought? Like, are your thoughts basically things that makes you feel unsafe, or are you getting along with the voices in your head? If you're not getting along with the voices in your head and you believe what people say, especially the negative things, and you don't have hobbies anymore, you're obsessed with how things should be, you're not trusting, then that means if you have any of this, that means you are in survival mode. And it's okay, because I've been there and I have gone through a very stressful moment that put me in survival mode. And these were the signs that I noticed, okay, I am in survival mode and I really need to get out of this. So first sign you know you're in survival mode is not feeling safe in your body. That is a telltale sign. If you're not always confident, it's okay. I'm not saying you always have to be confident, and if you're not confident, that's a bad thing. You go through ups and downs in life, but not feeling safe in your body is different. It's you judging you, okay? It's you believing the criticism that people have said or are saying about you, to the extent that you want to hide, you feel small, you know. And it's not like a period in your life, it's like something that is your mood every day. You find it hard to get out of that. You don't feel sexy anymore, you don't feel confident in your body, you're judging yourself, you're beating yourself down, you're eating really bad, you're not even exercising, you are not taking care of yourself, period. So you don't feel safe in your body. You're always in flight mood or fear mood every time. That is a survival mode thing. And the second one is you constantly feed on negativity. So you're constantly listening to music that brings your soul down. You're watching people who makes you feel envious or anxious. You listen to family members who are always putting you down. You keep contact with people who dislike you. You know these people dislike you, but you still open your door for them. And you keep on feeding their negativity. You sit down for them to say whatever, criticize you, insult you, beat you down. And you believe it. You are in survival mode, and it's one way you end up there if you keep on allowing them, okay? And the third way is you believe everything that people say about you. You let people's perception define you. Look, you need to have your own ecosystem of support. You need to create your own support system. People don't have to define who you are. You define who you are. No one can judge you apart from you. People telling you who you are is how they see you in their world. And if you ask 10 people who you are, I'm sure everyone will have a different opinion about who you are. If I'm to bring my mom and my dad on my channel to talk about who I am, my dad is going to say a different thing. My mom is going to say a different thing. Okay? My dad will say something totally different. Maybe there might be similarities between some of the things they're going to talk about, but majority of the stuffs will be different, because I am different with both of them. Even my brother would also say a different thing about me, because the relationship I have with my family is different. The relationship I have with my friends, if all my friends had to come in, fine, they might say I'm funny, I'm carefree, I'm kind, but there are still going to be differences, because that is how they see me. But that is not, maybe that is who I am, but that is not who I fully am. I still say certain things for myself. And the only person who can tell who I am is myself. Okay, I'm the only one who can define myself. I'm the only one who can say, oh, I think I'm this, I am that. And that's it. I know the potential I have in myself, and so do you. If you believe things that people say about you and you take it to heart, whether it's criticism or praise, you make yourself no service. Like, it's a disservice to your own self and your own self-esteem. Take criticism and praises as the same thing. Don't get don't let it inflate your ego. Don't let change anything about you. Okay, that's how I take everything nowadays. I had to learn it the hard way. People would say Hosanna and then scream crucify him. So when I even get a good comment on social media, I am so grateful, I appreciate it, but it ends there. I don't take it like, oh my god, I'm so good, and I let it inflate me. And if it's a bad comment, so I'm like, okay, I appreciate, that's a good criticism, and I take it in a way that's going to benefit me. If not, I don't care. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, I appreciate it, but I don't care. That doesn't define me. You don't know me. You only know me through the camera. And even my family members, I don't spend every day with them, so they don't know me fully. I'm the only one who spends every day with me. And when I'm about to meet my family, I prepare myself mentally. So I show up the way they also like the energy they are bringing. Okay, I show up to people with the energy they are bringing, so they're going to define me in so many ways. And you shouldn't believe what people say about you. You should always define yourself first. And the next one, or the next way you end up in survival mood, is you not healing your trauma. You not healing your trauma is going to affect you mentally. Why do you think a lot of people go through mental breakdowns or spirals? Like they go to a period in their life where they're like, it's like a psychosis. It's because when you don't deal with trauma, or you don't deal with your stress well, you might end up in survival mode. You might end up in a situation that you could have saved yourself if you had listened to your trauma and sat with it, or sat with a therapist and unveil everything and heal it. I had to go to therapy. It's not fun. I'm not going to say therapy is so fun. When I started therapy, it was all tears. It was all tears. Like, it felt like I opened a jar of worms. It felt like I opened a jar of worms. I was crying a lot. I cried for like 1 full month every time I go to therapy. Maybe more. Maybe it's more than a month. I kept crying. I was filled with so much emotions that I couldn't help myself. I didn't plan to cry. I just cry when I talk about things. And today I remember those things, and it doesn't make me feel anything. I'm indifferent. The only thing I see about that is, okay, that's a lesson. It has changed me. It has made me forgive myself and forgive those people, because if people knew better, or if they knew how to love me, they would have loved me the way they love themselves. But I see it as, okay, I didn't love myself, or I didn't have boundaries at that stage in my life. So I take responsibility for the things that, or the role I played in that. I take my responsibility. And then I try to understand the other person's side and decide if I want to reconnect or just leave it there and move on with my life. I have healed from a lot of stuff that happened to me, and thanks to that, I'm able to share my story with other people and help other people also heal. So deal with your trauma. It's going to help you. You're going to see things in a different view. Like, your world is going to change, okay? Deal with your trauma. And the next way you end up in survival mode is you wanting to control everything. I know trust is hard, especially when you've been betrayed or let down by the people you trust the most. Trusting again, even in your own self, can be difficult. But just know you can't control everything. It's the trauma that's making you feel like if you don't control it, you're going to do do you remember the last time you trusted someone? Yeah, if you trust them, I know. I've been there. I've heard all those voices. But now I get along with them. Now, let me share with you ways that I tend to let go of the control. When I'm going through a situation and I want to control it, which most of the time control is an illusion. You don't really have control over anything. It's just an illusion, okay? And you end up stressing yourself. The one thing I tell myself is, God knows best, or the universe knows best. I'll let this thing play out the best way it's supposed to be, and I believe that it's going to play out for my own good. And I trust myself that even if I get disappointed, I will come out of this and I'll take a good lesson out of this, and I breathe out. And especially if it involves other people. What am I stammering? Especially if it involves other people, it's hard for you to control everyone. Not everyone will come under your control, no, regardless, even if they are kids. Not all of them. You have some that will be easy to control, but not everyone will. Because your thoughts, your ideas is not the same as everyone else. And it's hard if you're trying to control everyone. It's impossible. You end up chasing your tail. So do your best you can, and those who are going to follow you will follow, and those who wouldn't, you just let them be. Don't try to control everything. And I know trust is hard, like I was saying. Trust that everything is going to turn out for the good. Even if it doesn't turn out the way you want to, it's going to help you one way or the other. You just trust in the universe or God or whatever you believe in, because I believe most of you believe in something. Even if it's yourself, Trust yourself that you're going to be okay, even if it doesn't turn out the way you want it to be. That alone takes off a lot of stress from you, because you are not trying to entangle your energy and manipulate anything. So if things happen, you just even get surprised if it turns out the way you wanted. And most of the time, if you let go of the control, it turns out the way you want. It's surprising. When you control it, it wouldn't turn out, or it mostly doesn't turn out the way you want. But if you let go of the control, you end up having exactly what you wanted. So when I realized, I'm like, okay, I'll let it flow. I will let it flow and trust that it will turn out the way I want. And every time I get my way, people mostly ask me, how do you get this? I'm like, well, I just trusted it. I just trusted it's going to come. It's like you ordering something online. You trust it's going to come. You don't constantly call the vendor and be like, is my thing coming? Where is it? You just trust that it's coming. That's it. Learn to trust. And even if you can't trust the situation, learn to trust yourself, or whatever you believe in, that they're going to deliver it to you exactly the way you want it, okay? And another way you end up in survival mode is when you become obsessed with how things should be. And when I say this, I mean your life. You constantly want to plan your future. You want the relationship or the guy to like you. Want the specific thing to happen at this time, at this age, at this year, at this period. Please don't get obsessed with the way things should turn out by force. You have your plans. The people you are involved in this situation with also have their plans. So you have different mindsets working together. And you are trying to manipulate. You're obsessed with, I had to get married at 25. Maybe the guy doesn't even want to get married. Maybe he's not stable enough. Maybe he wants to do this or that. Oh, I had to finish this degree at this time. Okay, that is fine. But what if you don't pass? Your world will come crashing down. You might end up depressed or something like that. You might end up stressing yourself and having this constant tension and pressure on you because you have to get here. You have put a timeline on your own self. Relax, because you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Wherever you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. You don't need to be anywhere else when you're not, like, the time is not right. You just let things flow and don't get obsessed with how things should turn up or should turn out to be in a few years, few days, few months. Sometimes things don't go your way because it's not good for you. Sometimes if you have that thing, it's not going to be good for you. It's not going to help you. Okay, it might look shiny, but once you have it, realize you don't even need it. Trust, like I said in the other point, trust that the right things will come to you at the right time, and you don't have to run after it. Don't be obsessed with it. Yes, you like the guy, great. Just leave it there and let that person show you who they are. You might get to know them and realize, oh, I don't even like him. Like, his mindset is okay. And the next way you get into survival mood, if you're not careful, is you stop having fun. Okay, people who are in survival mood don't have hobbies. They barely laugh. They're very serious. So that is when you've been through all of this. Like, that is when you fed the negativity. You've believed all the criticism, and you've made it define. You've not healed from your trauma, and you try to control everything, and you don't trust, and you become obsessed with the way things should be. You end up becoming serious. Look, imagine this is who you are. You're the type who is always negative, and you have so much trauma that you don't want to deal with, and you've pushed it somewhere, and you want to control everything. Like, you don't become fun. You're always in your head. You're always planning your things. You're not fun, you're not spontaneous, you don't let things go, you're holding on to things, you're not forgiving. You're not going to be a fun person. And fun people don't think of having hobbies. People are not fun because the only way to have fun is when you're doing the things you enjoy and you're relaxed. That is a hobby. Like, if you love to cook, now you end up not wanting to do that because it's not fun anymore. You want more time to hide, to be depressed, to be this, to be in survival mode. You become so tense that you don't enjoy the things that you used to. You don't have hobbies anymore. And the moment you stop having fun, laughing, being chill, and just relaxing and having hobbies, just know you're cooked. You're cooked. Once you get to this point, you're cooked. You are very, very cooked. I'm so sorry for you. You need to unwind yourself from all this entangled situation. and let your hair down. And the last and bonus one is you don't affirm to yourself. One way that I got out of my survival mood, and I'm still getting out of it because it's a journey, is I started affirming to myself. Whenever I feel tense in my body or I'm under stress, I breathe and I tell myself I'm safe. I'm safe, because I've been in situations where I didn't feel safe and I stayed. And you never know when the next argument or the next chaos is going to come, and that took me off my balance, and that didn't make me feel safe. So now every time I feel any type of like immense tension in my body or negativity coming up, I just tell myself I'm safe, I'm grounded, I'm loved. Okay, I just keep telling myself that, especially when anytime I say I'm safe, my body immediately just relaxes and I start yawning, and I keep repeating I'm safe, I'm protected, I'm safe. It's not happening anymore. Because one thing about trauma is that, once that thing happened and you don't find safety in your own body, your body will keep on acting as if that thing still exists. So your cortisol will be high. So because I don't want that cortisol, because it brings a lot of immune diseases, you have to keep reminding yourself you're safe. So your body will notice, okay, she's safe, let's relax, let's go back to having fun. Because once your body knows you're safe, it will start having fun. And ever since I started developing or saying that to myself, that was when I had the idea of starting a YouTube channel, start swimming, going for going to the gym and socializing with people. I started feeling safe enough to do the things I always wanted to do. You just have to be safe. You just have to affirm to yourself. You just have to affirm to yourself that you are safe. Anytime any negativity comes up, just tell yourself, no, I'm good. I think positive about this situation. I know everything's going to turn out good. I'm safe, I'm protected, I'm wise. My anxiety is going, it's leaving my body. I get along with the voices in my head. Like, just keep saying those things to yourself. If your insecurities on your face, yourself, I'm beautiful, I am made uniquely in my own way, my beauty is not like anyone else, and that doesn't mean I don't look good. I'm very, very beautiful, I'm very pretty, I'm blessed. Like, just keep affirming to yourself wherever the insecurity comes up. If it's your body, just tell yourself, I love my body, it helps me, it carries my soul, it helps me go back and forth. My body is the reason why I am here. Someone is dead, they wish they were in your body. Okay, so don't feel bad for the way you look absolutely gorgeous and the way you're supposed to look. I know a lot of people go through that struggle, and I understand. I have friends around me who have gained a lot of weight over a short period, and they feel very, very insecure. But listen, keep on working on yourself, and the only way to work on yourself is to love you, to love your body, love the exact things that you want to work on. Otherwise you will keep abusing yourself. The only way to heal something is to love it. That's it. You can't heal something you don't love. You're going to further mess it up. So if you want to work on your body, love it. Tell yourself, I love you, body. You are so good to me. You have so many faces. I've been thin, I've been thick, and you're still here for me. You expand and you do whatever you want. You're so wonderful, body. Like, talk to yourself as if you're talking to your younger self, because your younger self is listening. Okay, guys? So that is how you end up in survival mood. In my next video, I might make ways to come out of survival mood, and the ways I am taking, or the steps I am taking to come out of survival mood. I am still working on that, because I have to sit down and then go through all the things I did to be who I am and be fun again, and reconcile with my family and some friends I lost back then. Okay, so I'll let you guys know. Turn on the notification bell if you're already subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and stay tuned for that. All right, let me know your thoughts in the comment. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.